Bagabao cookie. Bagabao like the cookie. Yum yum. Da 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 da. Bagabao bao bagabao. Shaka cookie. Bagabao bao. Bing 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 shaka baga cookie. Baggy baggy bao. Said the Shakakapow to the Bagabao. Cookie Bagabao meow. Said the Shakakapow, Bagabao. Cookie Mookie meow meow. Baga like the cookies. Shakaling Bagabao. Cookie num num. Jiggly bow bow. I eat cookie when wakey. Good nighty. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Bagabao.
Hi, Merry Christmas and welcome to the Shakakapow Christmas Calendar. Take a seat. Now, today we're going to do a slightly different episode. Actually, we're going to do 2 episodes like this, and this is the first. We're not just going to talk about the comic book. Today we are going to read the whole comic book together, you and I. And we're going to do that for 2 episodes. So, before we continue, I'm going to give you some background. While I was growing up in the 80s, you had a lot of really cool cartoon shows. And all these cartoon shows, they were there to sell more toys. That doesn't matter, because they were really awesome. And you had stuff like Transformers, you had He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, you had Macross, you had so many cool things, yeah, like you had Turtles, Thundercats. I could go on for a long time about the cartoon shows of the 80s. But anyway, my favorite cartoon show while growing up was always G.I. Joe. And for a very specific reason. G.I. Joe had ninjas. G.I. Joe had ninjas. Yeah, it was cool with the robots and intergalactic wars and magic swords and all that. But G.I. Joe had ninjas. Like, that just automatically wins. You can ask any 5-6-year-old, like, what's the coolest thing you know? And there's a high chance that the kid is going to answer ninjas. Because ninjas are awesome. Everyone knows that. So, okay. For me, the cool thing about G.I. Joe was always Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. But G.I. Joe had a lot of other cool characters as well. They had a very good hero and villain gallery. So many interesting, crazy, fun characters. Okay, so this brings us to the comic books. Now, Hasbro had the toys and they wanted to sell comic books, or just they wanted their characters to have background, and they wanted to have comic books so the kids that bought comic books would also buy their toys, or like, yeah. So Marvel did the comic books, and the best guy to work on the comic books for G.I. Joe was always Larry Hama. And Larry Hama was an editor working for G.I. Joe, and he did some comic books, and then he was offered to do comic books about G.I. Joe when all the other writers had turned this down. He took the job, and he did he did some excellent work with the G.I. Joe, because he had martial arts training. He did Kyoto, like Japanese archery, and Iaido, sword fighting, and judo. And because of his background with martial arts, he brought a lot of Eastern philosophy and martial arts into the whole G.I. Joe thing. So thanks to him, we have Storm Shadow and all the cool ninja stuff. Yeah, and all that brings us to today's comic book, which is G.I. Joe Silent Interlude, also known as G.I. Joe issue 21. Now this comic book is about Snake Eyes infiltrating Cobra base. Cobra is the bad guys and G.I. Joe are the good guys. So Storm Shadow enters this castle and he has a prisoner, and Snake Eyes kind of follows him there to save Scarlet. And the whole story, there's no dialogue, there's nothing, but like the story is told just with the illustrations, and that's why it's so cool. And that's why we need just to delve into this. All right, let's check it out. Okay, so this is the Silent Interlude, and this is the 30th anniversary edition. So on the cover you have Snake Eyes. All right. So as you can see, it's issue 21. And I believe this story was just written like a filler between other G.I. Joe comic books at the time, but it became really popular. Alright, so here our story starts with Storm Shadow flying into this castle with a, I don't know, like a jetpack hang glider. And there we can see he's bringing a prisoner. So he enters, and then he's really good with the sword, so he like, and we see that the prisoner is Scarlet. And the Cobra Commander is like, wah, 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 wah. Take the prisoner back there, or whatever. So they put Scarlet into a dungeon or something. And then we can see Snake Eyes just like jumping out of a plane. And yeah, so Scarlet bites Storm Shadow, and he's like, I'll kill you. Okay, maybe later. So he jumps out. He just jumps. Wow, I wish I could jump so high like that. And Destro is monitoring like some computers and looking for intruders. So he's checking the wind and everything, and the probability for anyone to infiltrate and be able to land is very low. So he's like, it's all good. Snake Eyes parachute into the base because he's so good. And Scarlet, she's making plans to escape. So we see Snake Eyes attacking this guard, and Destro is playing with toys or his own chess set. And so Storm Shadow comes back, but Scarlet is free, so she uses the chains to kind of pull him down, and then she tries to escape. Storm Shadow grabs her leg, but then she smacks him with his hatch. And here we have Snake Eyes attacking some guards. Like, yeah, they don't stand a chance. He's a ninja. But there's this one dude who's like Revolver Ocelot. He sneaks up on Snake Eyes from behind. So Snake Eyes throws him off the building, and he's like, ah! So Destro's like, alright, we we have an intruder. Let's go get him. So he brings some soldiers, and this one guy's like, he went that way. So they're like running in that direction, but that soldier was none other than Snake Eyes. And it's so cool. Like, you get the whole story just perfectly told like this. You don't need dialogue. You just have really cool action here. And Storm Shadow does some ninja moves, and when he does that, he kind of summons other ninjas to come help him. So Scarlet is kind of navigating through the base and kicking ass and stealing a hang glider so she can escape. And there, like, Snake Eyes finds the cell where they kept Scarlet, and there's this ninja that tries to attack Snake Eyes. Like, he misses, but Snake Eyes like, chicka-boom! He smacks him, so he falls into the hole. Yeah, and then we have the next ninja attacking Snake Eyes with like a sai or a fork. And Snake Eyes is like, all that is cool, but here's a grenade. And boom. So, yeah, poor ninja. He never stood a chance. And here we have Storm Shadow and some other ninja kind of ambushing Snake Eyes. So they tried to hit him, but Snake Eyes, he kind of knew they were coming. So Storm Shadow tries to cut Snake Eyes, but ends up killing his own ninja. And Snake Eyes kind of jumps over him and kicks him in the face. He's like, I'll get you for that. Alright, so here we have Scarlet using that jetpack thingy. And then she sees Snake Eyes and she's there too. They're gonna try to escape, but then Storm Shadow turns up and he's like, I'm gonna kill you. I'll kill you. I'm gonna kill you so bad, you're gonna wish I didn't kill you. And he throws that sword and he's about to hit Scarlet, but then like Snake Eyes like, Shakakapow! And then he throws away the sword, and then they take off, and you can see that underneath his suit he had, because he got cut somewhere, I think it was earlier here in the fight. Let's see if we can see when he's cut. Yeah, so this is where he gets cut by, I assume it was the sword hit by Storm Shadow. And anyway, so we can see his tattoo, and then we can see that Storm Shadow has the same tattoo. Oh my god, these ninjas are connected. What's the story here? Yeah, so that's really cool. Alright, so that was today's comic book. Thanks for checking this out with me. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm just really impressed by Larry Hama, and this is such a cool comic book. You don't have dialogue or text, but you don't need it. You get the action and the story and everything perfectly told just by the illustrations. Yeah, so that was that. We will be doing another one of these, something similar, so stay tuned. You don't know which comic book it is, but you know, knowing is half the battle. Yeah. You take care. Thanks for stopping by. And yo, Joe.
We're counting down to Christmas. We're spending all of our pay. We're getting so excited. We need a heart